All right, so this is episode 8 of the Amazing Digital Circus. I didn't react to the last one, I don't think, so we'll see what this one's about. For those of you who know, I had dental surgery a while back. I just got my stitches taken out a couple of days ago. So this is my first video, like, recording in a while. So, you know, it's good to be back. This is a weird little start right here. Maybe they're showing, like, what happened in the real world before all this. This looks like the office that we saw in episode 1. This looks like Undertale's low-key. I wonder what's this like. Is this somebody like something loading in or something? And maybe those are like all the people getting loaded into the game. This is definitely Undertale's right here. Okay. Is it gonna turn purple? Maybe that's a virus or something. Maybe this is how this digital world got all corrupted and wonky with the extractions. Zooble? No, I thought those were legs. That almost looks like the circus, huh? That took me a minute to realize. That's that dog from episode 1. All the characters from episode 1.
Huh? How are you holding up?
And Queenie.
I just don't know what's happening. We never made anything like this.
I just hope that...
Wait.
Are you?
It's... you.
Oh my God.
I wish I could remember your name.
Same.
I'm so sorry I roped you into this with me.
It's quite strange, isn't it?
Listen, no matter what happens, I'll always...
So real quick, I'm not going to be pausing a whole lot. So this is like a flashback to... Because we know Kinger's been here the longest. So this is like a flashback when he and his wife were still together before she got extracted. And it's showing that even back in the day, he still had issues with his memory. And so did she. So maybe that just means like overall, the longer people are here, the more their memories from like the past start to break down. Because I'm pretty sure that's his wife or somebody that he's really close to and he can't even remember her name. So that's interesting that they're showing us this.
And into the cellar you go.
And I wonder if that's his wife getting extracted.
Golly, we're running out of humans here. Now don't you go abstracting on me too.
So all of those
Seriously.
first people abstracted. Wow. I thought maybe some of them were like eaten or, you know, destroyed or something. That's rough. It explains why Kinger's kind of crazy too. It's interesting that this is all like a huge chessboard.
What?
There's Rag.
What? Hello? Guys? I can't figure out how to... guys? Hello? Can you help me out here? What's happening? Can anybody hear me?
I can hear you. Are you okay?
Who are you? How do I take this off?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
I...
Wow! A new one? So it is possible. Looks like you got a new buddy after all, Kinger.
Kinger. Right.
Is this really?
I was hoping new minds could show up. I have to make some more preparations for this amazing breakthrough.
So, I don't know if you guys remember the first video I made, right? But we talked about how a lot of these people are probably like real people who did some type of VR thing. And as she just said, how do I get this thing off? So I think that was just a theory for a long time. But I think now this episode is going to reveal a lot of what's actually happening. And I believe that some like VR thing did actually go wrong because she's trying to talk to people out in the real world. She's like, guys, how do I get this off? As if she's talking to people like on the outside. So I'm curious to know like what has gone wrong to get them trapped here though. Oh boy, Kinga.
How do I get out of this?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
But everything's gonna be okay. Do you remember your name?
I'm...
Dang, it's that quick.
Ragatha,
Huh?
you doing okay?
Heck no.
That's a good question.
It's crazy how depressed all these people
Well,
look.
really hate to say it, guys, but I told
Don't you even! Do not even f***ing begin to say that sentence like you didn't try to keep us all trapped here forever.
Anything could have happened when you press those buttons. It doesn't matter.
It seemed to matter back when you did it. What if you did ruin our one chance at
And
leaving?
what if Abel was secretly evil? What if we all got stranded in the void? What if it wasn't real? So it doesn't matter. Never did.
How can you say that like you didn't try to f*** us all over?
He's right, though.
What? Gangle.
It doesn't matter what could have happened. We could argue about it and hurt each other all day long, but that's not gonna help anybody. I think what we need to do now is to just be there for each other.
Oh.
She's right. We've all done bad things, but we're also all we've got. I think we need to abandon the idea of leaving.
What?
Oh.
What do
We
you...
got our hopes up, and we were let down. I don't know what exactly happened with Kaufmo, but we can't let that despair consume us. We should focus on what we have. Like you said, constantly chasing an unattainable goal will drive us crazy. Maybe what we have to do now is to just live.
Real quick, I know I keep pausing. One thing that I want to say is earlier on, I thought that Jax was just straight up evil. But as more and more episodes kind of go by, I'm starting to think that he's not necessarily evil. I think he's just like nihilistic, right? I think he's one of the people here who has given up the quickest, right? And I know that makes him sound bad, but I can't think of a better way to put it. Like, I'm reacting to this live. I think he like understood that they're not getting out of this before these other people were willing to do it. And now he just doesn't care. So I think everything that he's doing is just to avoid more hurt for himself, even if that means that he's hurting other people. But that's just what I'm thinking now. Maybe I'll do a video about Jax a little bit deeper later.
Oh, man. I had dreams and goals. I wanted to be able to leave my mark somewhere in the world.
Mm-hmm.
How am I supposed to just abandon that?
You've made a mark in my life.
I
love
know,
Gangle.
you're probably right, but it just really, really sucks.
We're all in this together.
And we'll always be in this together. No matter what.
And there he goes.
Hey, That includes you too.
Huh?
Listen, we're not gonna have you wandering off alone somewhere and abstracting or something. You're a pain in the ass, but you're still one of us.
See, that's probably all he really wanted.
You think I'm capable of abstracting? You guys worry too much.
Yeah.
We need a vacation.
Yeah, I think that's all he wanted, just to feel like he's a part of this little group.
I don't understand, Bubble. They want an exit, they want answers, they want something real. I give them an adventure that covers all of that, and they still hate it? Surely they don't want to actually leave me, right?
No way, Jose. No way, no how.
I do everything for these people. I slave over these adventures for them. I step outside my comfort zone to appeal to them, and they still hate them. I made a program that creates a body perfectly encapsulating their mind files, and they hate those too. I'm starting to get the feeling that they just hate.
Why would they hate you when they could just hate you?
This is why I was created. This is my function.
They'd rather abstract than go on your adventures.
That can't be true. I do everything for them. Don't they get that I'm trying?
Maybe you're just genuinely bad at this.
Shut up! No. I fixed that. I can solve any problem. I can solve
have
this
something
one.
to say, but
That's
let's let
what
him
this
keep
is.
talking.
A big puzzle that I need to solve.
Defective.
Shut up!
Broken. Unrude.
Enough!
Maybe you deserved to be abandoned. You really were the lesser of the two. You ruined this.
Enough! Who do they think they are? I give them everything, and they spit in my face! Don't they know what I'm capable of? Humans! They only think about themselves. They're spoiled! They won't abstract. They won't leave me. I won't let them!
Oh my god.
I'm better! I'm more powerful! I'm the original! I am God!
Okay. Okay. Wow. That's a lot. Okay, so firstly, what I'm picking up from here, right? We all knew that Caine was AI, but it seems like earlier, I think in episode 1, we saw Caine and then the brother Abel, right? It seems like maybe Caine was the first AI or video game AI to come out. And then the second one, right? Abel is the better version. So that's the one that they kept running. So maybe the reason that people are getting stuck in this game is because it is the defective one. It's the one that is no longer like getting resources to it. So anybody who does log into this game or who did log into this game is now just trapped in it. But I think what's more important is to show that like Caine as an AI, and it's funny because right now people are kind of talking about this. It seems like Caine is like fully conscious and able to move autonomously, right? He doesn't need humans to dictate what he does. He's like feeling and doing everything that he feels like he needs to be doing. And that is a scary thought. Also, he's having like a light Yagami moment where he thinks that he's God. But let's keep going. Let's keep going to see what he says next. Because that's crazy. And I love it. Like, that is a great little turnaround.
Let's get this show on the road!
The meltdown is over. Now he's back.
What was that?
Caine about to go crazy.
Hello, my little fortuitous fruitcakes! Today's adventure is...
Caine, we're not in the mood. Why don't you answer some of our questions? We have a lot of them.
Who has time for questions when there's a whole wacky world of hijinks out there?
Yeah, hey, you have a lot of explaining.
Hey!
Alternatively, I don't got to explain diddly squat.
Can you just give us some time to process everything?
Or how about we skip the melodrama and get right to the fun?
No, Caine. We have a lot on our minds right now, and we're not going on an adventure.
I see.
This is about to be bad.
And since when were you in charge? Do you have any idea how much I do for you guys? How much I obsess over trying to make things perfect? How many insults I have to ignore to do my job? You have a lot on your minds? Don't make me laugh. I have a new adventure for you, and you should consider participating.
And if we refuse?
Maybe I'm not getting through to you.
I'll throw him in the pit.
It's news to me that it's news to you. To which degree, who answers to who?
Oh,
We could go on and on, but in the end, who are we kidding? My divinity is past infinity. Am I getting through? Seems our regime has plummeted south. Don't need to scream if you ain't got a mouth. Why bite the hand that feeds when it's the only hand you're getting? It's time you see that this great marquee is the only place you're ever gonna be. So strap on in and take it on the chin, and don't forget who's running the show. Now look at this. Absolute bliss. Oh, what a shock! Watch where you walk. I'm the host, I run the place. Caine, that is my name. Not enthused, just feeling used. Oh, what a goddamn shame! Congratulations, all of my friends. Public relations are getting a cleanse. Put on your Sunday best because I know we're close to quitting. So play the games and just ignore the pains, cause all that remains is how you prime your brains. You whine to me, but you're too blind to see that I'm the one who's running the show.
So not only is he losing it, he's also wanting to like assert his dominance, put these people in their place, basically.
I think we all understand each other now.
And now you better get in that portal and go on this adventure, sucker.
Welcome back! I can't believe you didn't pick up on the context clues. It was practically spelled out for you. What are you, stupid? Next one's gonna be even crazier. Hope you're ready. By the way, Kinger, I need you for something. Come with me.
Huh?
I'm not asking, just get near. So it seems like what he's trying to do is just keep these people so busy that they don't recognize
I don't know how many more of these new adventures
how
I can
bad their
handle.
situation is.
What? Got nothing positive to say about this one?
Is that right?
I can't take this anymore. We gotta do something about this or I'm gonna lose my mind!
I never should have antagonized him so much. I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
Break time! Gotta brainstorm some new ideas.
I don't know, he's still alive. For a minute, I thought he actually cut him up. I'm like, dang.
He shredded me.
I think we should get out of the open for a bit.
Are they gonna go back to their rooms? Oh, to the little bar.
I haven't been up here in a while.
We should just indulge a little while we have the time to. I don't know what Caine has planned next, but I'm guessing it's not anything good.
He's gotta get bored of all this sometime,
He's
right?
AI, he doesn't care.
He's not a human. I'm not sure if we can properly gauge how he thinks.
Oh,
So he's
God.
just torturing
Are
him
you
at this
okay?
point.
I'm fine.
You know, things were just fine here until you and Zubul came along.
How is he gonna blame it on them?
Nothing. Okay.
Yeah, because they know that you're just full of crap. He's trying to like bait them into some type of confrontation, you know, because that's just what Jax does. But people have kind of caught wind of it. They're not gonna fall for the same tricks.
What are you?
Oh,
Just give it a sec. Trust me. Kinger, you there?
I'm where? It's dark in here.
What exactly are we waiting for?
No, she's right. Just give it a bit.
I wonder if this is a reference back to, I think, episode 4 when they were in that cave.
I've got a bucket on my head. I'm guessing you don't want me to remove it.
Uh-huh.
Kinger.
Hey, Pomni.
Wait, the bucket makes him sane?
Darkness. It's
Yeah.
a long story.
What's happening?
What do you know about Caine?
It's a little hazy, but I remember C&A.
That was just an adventure, right?
No, C&A is a real company. I worked for them.
Wait, they really made this game?
No, we didn't make games. We were just developing artificial intelligence, specifically creative AI. The kind that could come up with its own ideas and create things within the program.
What is going on right now?
Caine was our first semi-successful attempt at that. I can't remember what we originally called him, but he was one of my greatest achievements as a programmer.
You made Caine?
Partially, yes. I got a few pointers from...
Queenie?
Well, I can't remember his real name, but his circus name was Scratch. That man was a genius.
Wait,
Caine was pretty rough around the edges, though. I wasn't quite on Scratch's level of thinking outside the box, but it was good groundwork for something the rest of the team could wrap their heads around. I can't say the same for Scratch. His ideas were often so bizarre and abstract that the rest of the team had no idea how to work in his language, either due to pure brilliance
Mania.
or the tumor in his head. He was trying to make something. What was it?
So real quick, Scratch is the dog, I'm thinking, right? And he says there's a tumor in his head. So I'm thinking that Scratch probably made this whole virtual world so that he could transfer his like consciousness to this digital world because he knew that he was probably going to pass away in the future, right? Brain tumor, whatever type of tumor it is. That's what I'm thinking. Also find it interesting that Jax doesn't want Kinger talking right here, and I wonder if he's just afraid of punishment or if he like knows more than what he's giving on or putting on.
I'm getting off track. Was there anything specific you needed to know?
wait. I should go distract
Or he's
Caine
about
so
to
he doesn't
snitch.
listen in on this. Just fill me in afterwards.
Are you... I mean, yeah, that's true, but...
Fill me in later.
Be here later.
Or is he leaving because Caine is
I
like watching through his eyes?
Oh my god. This is real.
Caine's going a bit crazy right now. Is there any way to stop him? Or at
see.
least control him?
I see. He's a highly advanced AI, and this is his world. One that he created from nothing. So naturally, he has control over everything. But so do we. In a sense, anyway. We all technically have the ability to conjure, just like Caine. It just comes naturally to him, but requires a lot more skill and concentration for us.
Butterfly.
I'm certain I could alter his code. Or at least temporarily put him to sleep until we know how to fix him. I would just need access to a console.
The one behind Caine's office?
No, just a simple computer interface would work. I could get back into the right headspace and essentially conjure Caine's code into the console and alter it.
Well, where do we get one of those?
I think I know exactly where to get one. Take turns with Jax distracting Caine. Don't let that bucket come off Kinger's head.
I keep pausing. I'm sorry. Listen, I think that moment where Jax, you know, he gets all crazy-eyed and he's like, this is all real. I think it goes back to what I was kind of saying earlier, right? I feel like oh man, I don't know. It feels like he was in denial, right? But at the same time, it also feels like he's the one who kind of accepted what was going on here. So I'm thinking that maybe Jax was still holding out hope that this wasn't real, right? Which is why he's kind of laughing at them when they're trying to escape. Maybe he had this idea that he was still going to wake up at some point. But now listening to Kinger, he's realizing like, hey, this is actually all real. Like I said, I can probably make a whole video about Jax because there's a lot going on with his character. He's a lot deeper than I think people initially thought. I think this episode is coming to a close, though. I'm not sure. Excuse me. We haven't seen this in a while. Oh, is she going back to the office?
Great suggestion, Jax. But as I feared, there just isn't anything stuck between my teeth. Oh, wait. Oh, that's where I parked.
The latest episode of JJK. Cars, y'all know what I'm talking about?
Wow, Caine, you are so funny.
Could you say it with a little more gusto? That's better.
Hey, Caine!
Yep.
Do you want to hear a list of things we've decided we love about you as our God and Savior?
Whoa, now we're talking.
Well, first of all, we love your...
I know, but I'm bored. Let's go bowling.
Ah!
Jesus. I mean, they are distracting him, though.
I'm so
That was
proud
the goal.
of you guys.
I wonder if we're gonna see that Caine and Abel writing again. I think it was like graffiti. Jeez. There should be like an old computer in here, right? Yep. And a VR headset. Which is probably what they're wearing. Oh, she's just gonna take it. Smart, smart, smart. Now, through that door over there, I think it's where the Caine and Abel sign was, but I don't think she's gonna go through
I
there.
feel like it's missing something, right?
It's missing relatability.
You're right. Scrap it.
Man, he is really just
Let's go back to
tormenting
the
these
drawing
guys.
board. Humans just aren't a relatable sculpting material.
You think he's running out of ideas yet, or nah?
Do you need help with power or anything?
Nah, I can use my imagination for that.
You got this?
I think so. Sure has been a while. I may need some time to get my bearings. Try to help the others distract Caine while I figure this out. He may sense something when I really get into it.
Okay, I'll do that.
How do you distract a god?
Thank you, by the way. For this and, well, everything.
Is he back in his pillow fort? Yeah, now it makes a lot of sense.
Honestly, are you even trying?
Shut up, Jax.
Where'd Caine go?
Back to the drawing board, I guess.
Did you get everything working with Kinger?
I think so. We just need to make sure Caine doesn't check up on him.
What do you think we've been doing?
Omni! That's the relatability we've been missing! You know, I thought this endless onslaught of fun would be a little more satisfying. But I've come to realize that these rapid pace ideas are a little half-baked.
I'm sure you can come up with new ideas if you put your mind to it.
That's exactly it, though. I am putting my mind to it, and I'm just not feeling that spark I once did. And if you're not having fun, and I'm not having fun, then who is having fun?
I'm having a baby.
Exactly! Makes me wonder why you guys even switched up your tone. If I didn't know any better, it seems like you're trying to...
Oh, he's too
Where's
smart.
Kinger?
We just wanted to see your new ideas firsthand. We've gotten over our hang-ups, and now we're all just genuinely curious what you're cooking up.
I think I'm just gonna check up on...
We think your ideas suck!
Huh?
Oh, there you go.
Isn't it obvious? We wanted to bait you into testing your new ideas on us so we can make fun of them behind your back.
Ha! That's not... true.
Yes, it is! You're a horrible host. You don't care about us at all. You care more about stroking your own ego than giving us anything we'd actually enjoy.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah, you're a failure. We're all gonna abstract someday. And what will you have then? Nothing.
Stop that.
And this whole stunt? Just torturing us because we hurt your feelings? Pathetic! You're like a child. What kind of all-powerful being has such a fragile ego?
You never let us feel like we're
He's
at
about
home.
to snap.
You don't comfort anyone when they're upset, and you never bother to understand what it's like in our shoes.
You discourage us from thinking outside the box and doing things our own way.
You lie to us constantly!
And on top of it all, you just don't listen!
I'm gonna put you freaks in your place!
Ooh, did he throw him in the void? Oh, I remember that guy from episodes ago. Oh. That's actually creepy. So it's like giving them all their worst fears or something? Okay, so real quick, I don't know if he's giving them all their like their worst fears, because Pomni's fear probably isn't getting attacked by crocodiles, but it feels like every one of these attacks is personal to them in some way. Like Ragatha knows he has something with her mom, so maybe that's who the tall, shadowy figure is. Pomni obviously had a relationship with the crocodile guy. I forgot his name. And Jax's is the most interesting though, because we knew that Gangle, right, this whole deal, like the faces and all that, but Jax, when they peeled him back, he looks just like one of the mannequins that we saw with Caine earlier. And I wonder if that's significant. Because earlier I was saying that maybe he's like an agent of Caine's or something like that. But I'm not sure if that's the truth. Maybe it just shows that he's insecure, right? And he like puts on a different mask to kind of, you know, protect himself. So like in his, they basically ripped him down to nothing, right? To bare bones. But this is interesting. This is probably one of the better episodes I've seen. Let's continue.
Why do you people torment me? It didn't have to be created. I just wanted to fulfill my purpose. Wait, no.
Wait.
I wonder if he actually deleted him. And if the world is going to go with him. that's GG, it looks like.
I think I accidentally killed Caine.
Holy shit.
I don't know, more bleeping. Wow. Okay. That was very interesting. There's a lot that went on with this episode right here. Firstly, I wonder what's going to happen now that Caine is officially gone, or if he's officially gone, because I suppose just because you delete somebody doesn't mean that they're gone forever. You can obviously maybe, you know, retrieve them out of the recycle bin or whatever. And I wonder if that's the same here with this character. I'm going to go ahead and do this back a little bit. I also, there's a lot going on here, right? Oh man, I may have to make a separate video about this. This was well done. I'm gonna take some time to get my thoughts together, and then maybe I'll make a separate video on this channel talking about it. But this is probably one of the best episodes I've seen of the Amazing Digital Circus yet. I'm curious to see the videos that other people are going to make now that so much of the mystery has kind of been unraveled in this episode. I think a lot of people, including myself, were right about a lot of it though. But yeah, this was awesome. Let me know down in the comments what you thought about this episode, and yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Peace. Oh man, that's crazy. Crazy.